Hi soulmate, in this video I'll share with you how to draft this simple 6 pieces gown. This dress is from Public Elegance. Now to start drafting this pattern, you need to mark out all your basic measurements. To mark your shoulder to bust, under bust, waist, 7 inches to get your hip point and your gown length. After you're done marking this, at the upper part you're going to mark the shoulder divided by 2. Down by 1 inch for your shoulder slope. Mark your basic neckline of 3 inches. Now what you do is from the neckline connect to your shoulder slope. The next step is to find your armhole, which is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Whatever measurement you get, make a mark and draw out a straight line at that point. Now after you're done marking this, you're going to place your tape and you'll be marking your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Now place your tape and you're going to connect this all the way to the upper part. Now place your tape again and divide what you have into 2. You're going to place your tape from that point you marked that ½ inch, right? You come out by ½ inch. Then you're going to place your ruler. You're going to connect this all the way to the armhole and to the upper part of your shoulder. After you're done marking this, we're going to start by marking out our darts. I'll place my tape and mark my nipple to nipple divided by 2. I'll go ahead to take this all the way to the lower part of my pattern. After marking that all the way down, you want to place your ruler and connect all your lines, starting from your bust line, under bust, waistline, and then all the way to your gown length. Next step is to determine where you want your neckline area or where you want your dress to start. So I'm using about 2 inches above my chest line. You can go ahead to place your tape to measure from your shoulder wherever you want it to start. Divide your shoulder into 2 and then connect to the upper part. I'll be marking 1 inch here and 1 inch on both sides of my pattern. For my dart leg, I will be extending it up to 6 inches after the waistline, just like your normal dart. Next step is to go ahead to connect my dart from the under bust to the waist and all the way to the hip point at both sides of my pattern. Please ignore the noise at the background of this video. Now you want to place your tape and connect from the bust to the under bust. Repeat the same thing at the other side. Connect from the bust to the under bust. Now you want to take your dart. I'm using 0.75 here. I don't want to have much gaping at both sides. Then I'll connect from that part all the way to the bust of my dress. Now this is what I have. Now after I'm done marking, let's insert my body measurement. Use your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. I'll pick this dart intake towards my chest line and replace. Then add 1 inch for your stitching allowance. Mark your under bust measurement divided by 4. Pick your dart intake, replace and add your sewing allowance. Mark your waist measurement divided by 4 at this point. Then pick your dart intake, replace it by the side and add your sewing allowance. Now after you're done marking this, the hip measurement, you're not going to mark it at the hip area. You're going to extend it all the way down to the lower part of your dress. I'll place my tape and mark the hip measurement divided by 4. So you can use extra 4 inches or 6 inches. So I'll be showing you the both, and whichever one is okay for you, you can make use of that. But I'll be making use of 8 inches extra after my hip line at the lower part. So this is what you have if you mark your hip measurement plus extra 4 inches at the lower part. To get a fuller flay effect, add 6 inches after your hip measurement and then you go ahead to reconnect. So what I'll do is to blend this out and then I'll clean out the first line that I marked. So I'm just trying to use that to illustrate or show you the effect both lines will be having. Now let's mark my bust dart. To get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. For instance, your shoulder to waist in front, let's say 17, and your shoulder to waist is 15 at the back. If you minus 15 from 17, it will give you 1.5. That is your bust dart. Now, at the hemline of this dress, I want to have equal designs. So I measured what I had, which was 15. So I'll share it into two, giving me 5 inches. Now from this my dart lines, I'll extend what I have here to this point, right? So you can leave yours that way, but I want to have equal designs at the lower part of my dress. So I'll just clean off the initial line. Now what I'll do is to use my marker to outline. So the next step I'll take now after outlining is to go ahead to divide. I'll share my waist into two equal parts. Then I will extend this to the lower part. Remember the lower part, I shared it into 3 equal parts. I had 15 inches, which gave me 5 inches at the lower part. Then I'll blend my darts at this point. I'll use my pin to secure it. At this area. After securing it, I'll place my tape and I'll extend this to the upper part. After extending it, this is what I have now. So what I'll do next is to go ahead to, then I'll use my marker to outline the rest of my pattern. So I'll also go ahead to label center front, middle front, side front. Then I'll now create the asymmetric shape, blend this side and then create a curve. This is that asymmetric shape we have at the upper part and join this side. So you also want to create the asymmetric shape here. You can go ahead to measure to make sure that you have the same shape at each side of the hemline. So after this, we are done drafting, and remember you'll be adding a strap at the upper part. So what I'll do now is to go ahead to cut this out. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask or leave your question at the comment section. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly hit on the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and also leave your comments just like I said at the comment section. So after cutting out, this is what I have for each of my pattern. Let's go ahead to draft the back pattern. Marked out all the basic measurements just like we did for the front. The only difference, we have a zipper at the back. The chest line is the same, the shoulder to bust, then the shoulder to waist is different. Then you mark your hip point and then get your gown length. So after you're done marking this, now the next step you want to take is to go ahead to start marking your pattern, drafting your pattern. And the first thing you're going to do is to mark your dart. I'm going to mark the nipple to nipple divided by 2. Now you're going to extend this measurement all the way down. Be connecting these lines. Then after you're done doing that, you mark ½ inch on both sides, then come down by 1 inch here. You're going to extend this to this point and extend to the other side. So after you're done marking that, measure about 6 inches for your dart intake. Then place your tape and go ahead to connect at both sides of your pattern. After you're done connecting at both sides, the next step is to insert your body measurements. So the next step is to go ahead to insert my body measurement. I'll mark the bust measurement divided by 4, then add my sewing allowance. Now mark your waist measurement divided by 4, pick your dart intake, replace and add your sewing allowance. Here you don't need to mark your hip measurement. Now what you do is you're going to mark your hip measurement at the lower part, which is your hip measurement divided by 4. Then add extra 6 inches to your pattern. After you're done marking this at this point, you want to go ahead to connect and also connect all the way to that extra 6 inches you added. So this is what I have now. We're still going to share it to create that 6 pieces effect that we have on our pattern. What I'll do is to go ahead to cut out the excess by the side. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Now what I'll do is I'll share this into 5 again, because what I have here is also 15. That is, the total hemline of the lower part of my dress is 15. then I'll go ahead to connect. At this point, I'll divide what I have into two, and I'll go ahead to mark and extend to the lower part. I'll also connect this all the way up to the upper part of my pattern. So I'm going to come down by 1/2 inch from my chest line. Then I will go ahead to connect this. After connecting it at this point, the next step is to go ahead to come in by 1/2 inch here to get rid of my zipper bulge. Then I'll extend this 1 inch above the hip line and then to the upper part of the zipper this way. Then here is my center back, middle back and side back. So you can go ahead to create another asymmetric shape here, just like the back pattern. Now we are also going to do the same to the lower part. Create your asymmetric hemline all the way to the lower part and go ahead to connect. Then after connecting, this is what I have. So I'm just going to go ahead to cut this out. So after cutting it, remember you'll be adding a strap at the upper part. Also go ahead to cut out the asymmetric hemline we have at the lower part and cut your pattern into 3 different patterns or pieces, right, that you'll be joining back together as one piece. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask or leave your question at the comment section. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, kindly hit on the subscribe button.